Sometimes it looks as if your spouse is completely off, and staying with them is a waste of time. I would say before you engage in that, in your effort to change your marriage, do the 7 day test that I always do. And 7 day test allows you to see what's happening, what's going to happen if you keep going in this direction. And in that test, I encourage you to push yourself to love your spouse unconditionally or respect them unconditionally. How it will be if they were the perfect spouse to you. Do it for 7 days. See what happens. If it works well, like if it's the same or it gets better, then you know that there is a way to trigger the right response in your spouse. And that should not be your goal in changing your own self. Just understand that when you change the way you show up in your marriage, you are giving yourself a potential to have a brand new marriage, because your spouse must react to the new you. And that reaction to the new you creates a new marriage. Because you are changing, your marriage has to change. Remember, I have that image that I always share with colors. If you show up in your marriage and with yellow, let's say your way, the way you show up in marriage is yellow. When your spouse shows up as blue, your marriage will be green. If you change the color of your marriage, the way you show up to your marriage to be blue, and your husband or your wife shows up in blue, the marriage changes to blue. So I want you to just make up your mind that regardless of whether my spouse is motivated at this point or not, I'm going to work the work that I need to do. I'm going to develop myself, grow in all the areas that I need to grow, and see what the results will be. Give myself another year of full, consistent growth. And if you see the trajectory of your marriage change, then you're motivated to keep going. That's how I work. That's how I work with people. And I have seen marriages that were completely off, completely broken, separated, living in different rooms, living in different apartments, changed, transformed. Marriages where there's infidelity, changed, transformed. Great marriages now. So don't give up because your one spouse is not willing to work yet. They can still work.